If I was a man, every woman would want me.
Why am I 35 and still single? I feel like this is an epidemic.
Dating is really hard. It's really hard to get your hopes up about somebody and then have it not work out.
I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired.
I'm gonna tell you guys super straight up. The only freaking reason why it's like hard to find love now.
Fellas, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we break down exactly why so many women over 35 suddenly realize they've hit the wall. From dwindling dating options to the harsh truths no one wants to say out loud, the wake-up call is real, and it's not pretty. What this really means, and how modern dating expectations play a role. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's dive right in.
Dating is really hard. It's really hard to get your hopes up about somebody and then have it not work out. I'm not crying over a man. I'm kind of am, but I also haven't eaten, so I'm emotional. But this is just gonna be a really vulnerable post, I guess. I'm trying really hard to put myself out there. I am putting myself out there. But I feel like I don't find a lot of people that I'm interested in, or that I'm attracted to, or that there's that connection in a multitude of ways. And so when you finally do find somebody like that and it doesn't work, I don't want to say I'm gutted, that's too strong. I'm actually okay, despite this, I'm actually okay. But it is disappointing. But I just really want my person. I'm really tired of being alone.
This is what happens when the strong, independent woman's script runs out of steam. After years of chasing options, she's now exhausted, emotional, and begging the universe for a man, but only on her terms. Men aren't avoiding her, they're avoiding the emotional baggage.
It comes in waves. Most of the time, I'm okay. And then it comes and hits me like nobody's business. And honestly, I've been feeling like this a lot lately. It's love. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself. I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person?
She's 53, tired of doing life alone, and finally asking, where are all the good men? The truth? They were around decades ago, when she was peaking and uninterested. Now she's offering love after independence, and freedom ran its course. Men aren't hiding, they just stopped waiting.
If I was a man, every woman would want me because I would just love and cherish them and tell them how beautiful and precious they were and kiss them on their foreheads, play with their hair, buy them gifts, take them to nice dinners, spoil them, worship them, and make sure that every day that they knew that they were the most magical and beautiful creature in the world. Yeah, if I was a man, I would do that. It's weird that you men can't keep these women around.
This is female fantasy, not male reality. If worshipping women, buying gifts, and forehead kisses kept relationships alive, nice guys would be winning. But they're not. The truth is, women don't stay for kindness alone, they stay for strength, confidence, and boundaries. Men know this. She clearly doesn't.
I'm gonna tell you guys super straight up. The only freaking reason why it's like hard to find love now and why it's hard to date and this and that and whatever, this is the only reason. People can like list all these freaking reasons as to why it's happening and this and that and men and women, masculine and feminine and blah blah blah. Legit, the only reason why is because women have freedom now. Women have autonomy. Women are able to take care of themselves. They don't need a man. So then when you realize that you don't need a man to help you survive in this life, you realize how much they were actually a nuisance instead of just being helpful. The only reason why marriages and stuff like that lasted and they worked and dating and this and that blah blah is because we had to stick around. And now that we don't have to stick around, they have to give us something worth sticking around for. It's legit the only reason. It's because men don't have control anymore. And they're also just mad that like we have things like gut feelings. Like they don't have that.
This is modern feminism in one bitter rant. We don't need men, so now you have to earn us. But here's the twist, men don't need you either. When masculinity isn't respected, and femininity is weaponized, men opt out. It's not control they've lost, it's interest.
I posted a video asking single straight men in 2025 why they don't want to be with women, because I had come to the conclusion that they don't want to be with women. And there are over 1,200 comments from men pretty much confirming what I said. A lot of them have answers like this: y'all have too much drama and we just want to chill. So now I have a question for single straight women in 2025. Why don't you want to be with men? What do men do that make you want to say, please don't talk to me?
She asked why men don't want women in 2025, then got her answer: too much drama, too little peace. Instead of reflecting, she flips it back on men. That's the problem right there. Accountability is rare, blame is default, and men are choosing silence over stress.
I'm single because I'm autistic. And men just don't know how to handle that. Or I just haven't met a man who has been able to handle me. Because I'm highly intelligent with a high libido. Hard R. So it's like you have to have a certain type of patience to deal with me. And quite frankly, haven't been able to find someone who can keep up.
Translation: I'm difficult, demanding, and blame men for not handling me. It's not about autism or intelligence, it's about accountability. If every man can't keep up, maybe it's not about their patience. Maybe it's about her attitude.
Hauli a 35 plus straight single woman looking for love, a life partner, companion, husband. The chances of you getting that are chances of that happening are 0.1%.
This is raw confusion wrapped in regret. She's over 35, emotionally spiraling, and finally admitting what red pill men have known for years. Modern dating sold women a dream, and now reality is setting in. The real men she cries for? They moved on long ago.
Why am I 35 and still single? I feel like this is an epidemic in the world. You have so many awesome women that are just out here looking for a good partner. I cannot stand dating websites. Me and my cousin, who is about 9.5 years younger than me, downloaded Hinge on a pop the balloon night just for fun. And when I say matched with a few people, but literally deleted it within 48 hours because I just couldn't deal. Like, I need to connect with someone in person. I need to see what your vibe is. I can't just connect with you based off of surface level things or, little tidbits and facts that you're probably lying about. Yeah, I just feel like society has just taken a turn. Social media, although it's a blessing in a lot of ways, I feel like it's a curse because everybody is so accessible and nobody's willing to commit to one person or work on anything or kind of fight through anything because, I'll just move on to the next one. Here's a woman who doesn't have her standards as high or, will turn a blind eye to certain things. And it's just not fair. It's not fair. So I know if I'm willing to be committed, loyal, dedicated, and really pour into a person, there has to be at least one other person out there that has the same morals and values. But I just don't get it.
This is what hitting the wall looks like in real time: confused, emotional, and blaming men for disappearing. She spent her prime ignoring commitment. Now she's praying for a real man at 35 plus like it's still 2005. Sis, the men you want already built families. You waited too long.
Yeah, hi. If any of y'all see my future husband pulling on a push door somewhere, can you please just help him out? Thank you in advance.
It's always jokes and passive jabs. My future husband must be lost or clueless. But notice the pattern. Modern women frame men as dumb or slow, then wonder why those men aren't stepping up. Respect goes both ways. Mockery isn't a love language.
Nobody asked me, but I want to share my story anyway. The reason why I want to go back into the dating scene is because after I lost both parents and everybody in my circle started to, get married and have kids and stuff like that, I realized that I'm nobody's priority but me and Jesus. And once I was laying there and I have PCOS, one of my cysts burst and it was 1 a.m. in the morning and I was by myself. And I said, shit, if I die right now, and I said, it's gonna take people at least 2 to 3 days to realize that I'm even gone. If I don't have an appointment the day of or whatever, right? So I'm like, I should look for a partner. Is that a good reason today? I think it's a valid reason today. I want to be somebody's priority and I want to prioritize somebody else in my life too, other than my friends.
Now she wants a man. Not for love, not for building, but for emergency companionship. After years of independence, loneliness hit, and suddenly partnership became a backup plan. Men aren't life insurance. We're not here to fill emotional voids when the silence gets too loud.